There are tons of great martial arts out there, but do they have Shuriken in them? No. That's one of the things that attracted me to this martial art and this Japanese style was Shuriken Jitsu. Shu is hand, Ri means kind of secret, and Ken is blade. So the Shuriken behind me and these here that I have was one of the things as a kid that I was supremely attracted to. I first saw these in the Kung Fu series, which I'll show you a clip of here.
Beast. Ninja.
And then I started to talk to my friend Chris Abelli, who was obsessed with James Bond. I knew of James Bond, but I didn't watch those movies. And he said, there's a movie called You Only Live Twice, and that has ninja in it. And I'm like, show me this movie. I saw this movie. This was made before Chris and I were even born, but they also had Shuriken in it.
We'll also need a company of first-rate men. Do you have any commandos here?
I have much, much better. Ninjas.
Ninjas?
The art of concealment and surprise, one son.
Then in 1981, I saw the movie Enter the Ninja. I was 11 years old, an impressionable kid, and I saw ninja and the martial art of ninjutsu and shuriken being thrown, and I was like, what is this? I want to do that for the rest of my life. Here's a scene from that. Now there are different types of shuriken, and it's classified in samurai and ninjutsu as kakushi buki. Buki means weapons, and kakushi means like in the pocket, or secret or concealed. So these projectiles were designed not to kill the opponent, but to distract so that you could get closer with a more powerful weapon such as your sword. There are many different types and styles of shuriken out there, these projectiles. The most popular is obviously this one, which is what we call the ninja star as a kid. This is called Hira Shuriken, or a Kuruma Ken, this wheel star. Many different shapes and sizes of these. Here's some from Cold Steel that you can buy that are really fun to throw. Now after I watched all these movies, I started to go to the store and get like Black Belt magazine. They didn't have internet back then, so you couldn't go to Amazon and order a book and get it tomorrow. If you were lucky enough, your bookstore would carry a couple of ninjutsu books, and the first one that I saw was 1981's History and Tradition by Masaki Hatsumi. Interestingly enough, a piece of trivia, Hatsumi Sensei was also a martial art technical advisor on You Only Live Twice. And in that book, I started to see different types and shapes. These and these called Bo Shuriken. Bo just means stick or pole, and Bo Shuriken represent like a nail, and it's a straight throwing type of weapon. In that 1981 book, I also saw Hatsumi Sensei using these like the Sugawa Ryu, the Togakure Ryu. These are called Ita Ken. Ita means board or plank, and Ken again is blade. These are types of Bo Shuriken that are flat, like planks of wood, and they're double-sided. Perhaps you have a better chance of sticking the end in if it's 50% on each side. So with target throwing with different types of Bo or Hira Shuriken, it's not about sticking the tip in the target every time, because that's not possible. It's about getting hit by a piece of metal in the darkness and having it ruin your day. I'll quickly show a couple of throws on a target with these Ita Ken, these interesting board blades. With all types of Bo Shuriken, these sticks, you have something called Daho, which is the method of hitting the target. And there are two types of Daho. You have Hanten. Hanten is when you throw the shuriken and it kind of flips end over end and rolls through the air and hits the target. The other is called Jiki Daho. Jiki means direct. That's the one where you hold it this way in kind of a hachimonji, and you throw it and it does not twist, but it goes directly toward the target, kind of like a missile. Both methods are very good to practice, but one is a bit more difficult than the other. Now I'm sitting in Seiza, but you can do these from Fudoza, from kind of a Hanza, a kind of half seat, standing up. Any type of standing throws you do is fine. Of course you can do horizontal throws or vertical. Because I'm using a wood grain that is vertically formed there, I'm going to throw these all today vertical. But again, with bow shuriken, you can throw side grain or top grain. It doesn't make much of a difference, but with these flat shuriken, it's much easier to throw in the direction of the grain of wood. If you're using a different type of target like styrofoam or a cardboard box, it shouldn't make much of a difference in which way you put the target. So these flat shuriken, which we've shown how to throw several times, you just literally point toward the target and you throw. And the different shapes and methods here, this is one of the Togakure Senban. It works. You have the Sure Strike by Cold Steel, again another type of four-pointed flat hira shuriken. These stick really well for beginners, and there's different weights of these. You have a lightweight, heavyweight, and a medium weight. This is heavyweight, much easier to stick into the target, but there are also medium and lightweight ones, which I think you can still get online if you type in Sure Strike or Cold Steel Shuriken, something will pop up. These are very easy to throw. With the bow shuriken, these are much harder to throw. You have the hanten, the flip style of throwing, there, and then you have the jiki, the direct style. With these plank itaken, it's much harder to do this kind of direct jiki style here where it floats out and hits the target. That is hard to do. It takes a lot of practice. Even using this direct hit method with these flat shuriken, these plank shuriken, we're still going to miss 90% of the time. It takes a lot of practice to float them into the target like that. Start close and work farther. I'm about 12 feet away. Start at like 4 feet and just float it in, and then as you get better, go farther away. Then you can go back to the rolling over, much more difficult, but more fun this way. Okay, so try those out. Go back and forth between the methods, the light paint method, then you go back to these flat hira, and these are super easy to throw. So there's a couple ways to throw these plank or board shuriken.